Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my channel, and in this video we are continuing our topic occupational skills and knowledge, and the topic was, as I said in the previous video, this will be like regarding fire and fire hazards. So fire is also called combustion. So first step, or the first fill in the blank can be asked, the fire is also called combustion. So three components for combustion are, right, three components, right, or fire, right? So it can create fire if three components are present: oxygen, fuel, and heat, right? Like ignition source. Heat is called ignition source, right? So fire is also called combustion. So three components. You can prevent fire by separating any of the three components from the location, right? Any fire can be extinguished by removal. So you have to write down removal. There will be 3-4 options. So we will do that option MCQs after the end of the chapter, but this is like a practice class, right? So any fire can be extinguished by removal of any of the three components. What three components? Oxygen, fuel, and heat. Oxygen, fuel, and heat, right? So remove the fire. Removing the fuel from the fire is called starvation. If we remove the fuel, that is called starvation. That is also put down the fire. If we remove oxygen, so that will also put down the fire, right? It will be smoother and then it will be gone. Or removal of heat. Removal of heat can cool the fire. So these are the three terminology used in the fire hazards: starvation, and then cooling the fire, or smoothing the fire. So we can put down it in three ways, because there are three main components of the fire: oxygen, fuel, and heat. Remember, oxygen, fuel, and heat, right? Oxygen, fuel, and heat. So you have to remember these three, right? What can cause fire? Presence of any combustible material. What is combustible material? Which can be ignited, which can be produce fire. So those are called combustible material, like petroleum products, all petroleum products, right? Gasoline, we said gasoline. So any combustible fluid and liquids such as gasoline can cause fire. So what we have the definition of combustible material. What is combustible material? Combustible material are all those materials which can cause combustion or fire. So we are clear on that, right? So what are the other reasons where we can see that fire may occur? Is a spark from the welding equipment, electric short circuit, smoking, poor housekeeping, greasy or oily residues, right? So these are all the causes for fire. And we learned that any combustible fluid or liquid such as gasoline can cause fire. There are 5 main types of fires. 5 main types, right? What are those 5 main types? We call them A, B, C, D, K. Remember, they are not A, B, C, D, E. They are A, B, C, D, K. K is for commercial application cooking equipment fire. Why cooking equipment has got like all the combustible vegetable or animal fats or all kind of oils. So what we say is here, so we have a fill in the blank. So cooking equipment fires, what we have to use a wet chemical fire extinguisher. Wet chemical fire extinguisher. We will see that what those 5 types of the fire and the class, and I can also give you a chart here so that you know that what 5 types of the. So A. So first is A. A is green and the symbol is triangle. I put the triangle over there. This is fires involving ordinary combustion, wood, cloth, paper, rubber, and many plastics. So B is square and red. So this you can see on the fire extinguisher. If you see green triangle, and A, it is type of the fire is ordinary wood, combustible wood, cloth, paper and rubber. And then if you find B, that involves fires involving flammable or combustible vapor. If you have C, then you have a blue color or blue circle, fire involving energized electrical equipment. That is important. That also come in the fill in the blank. That is D. That is a symbol and the type, right? And the color code. And then there is a D. D is star, or it's a fire involving certain combustible metals such as magnesium, titanium, zirconium, sodium or potassium. And the last one is K, type K. So A, B, C, D, K. K is like a octagon with a yellow color. Commercial application cooking equipment, which I put as in a question also. So we have to use a wet chemical fire extinguisher, right? So we have 5 basic types of the fire. So A is fire involving ordinary combustion. B is fire involving flammable or combustible vapor. C is fires involving energized electrical equipment. D is fire involving certain combustible metal such as magnesium, sodium or potassium. K is commercial cooking equipment. So these are the 5 types of the fire extinguisher. And I put here only one question, but you have to go through this table and any question can be asked. Cooking equipment fires used as when there is a cooking equipment fire, you have to use a wet chemical fire extinguisher. And wet chemical fire extinguisher come under the class of K. And the color code is yellow, right? So we have another question here. So we will do these 5 classes of fire in some more detail, right? So here I have make another question, because in the last class we said Occupational Health and Safety Act. Act means that is Ontario regulation. The government body is deciding the rules and regulation and making the laws for what? For worker safety, right? Health and safety of the worker. Communication and information system, right? So we have to inform everything regarding this. Health and Safety Committee is required for workplaces with 20 or more people working in any industry, right? So I make another one here. Before that, fire extinguishers must be inspected every 12 months. Fire extinguishers must be inspected every 12 months, and every fire extinguisher must have the tag when it was last inspected. That is mandatory, right? Then Health and Safety Committee is required for any workplace which has 20 or more workers. If workplace has got 20 or more workers, they have to establish a committee which oversee all the rules and regulations which has been provided by the OSA. Its abbreviation is OSA, but we call in general OSHA, right? But it is Occupational Health and Safety Act. So this act also provides us that OSA has established WHMIS, 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 Workplace Hazardous Material Information System. What WHMIS is? This is the abbreviation, WHMIS, Workplace Hazardous Material Information System. So this is how we covered this class, and you need to go through it one more time so that when I will make some MCQs, you will be good at it. So hope you like the video. If you like it, thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.